Hello everyone, welcome back to Science Data Science YouTube channel. I'm Anija Jingan. I have a 16 plus years of experience in IT industry. Previously, I was working as a software engineer and since more than 8 years, I am teaching AI. Today, I bring the most important topic for you, that is introduction to machine learning in easy way. So if you are a beginner, then this is the best video for you. Keep with me and keep patience till the end of the video. You will also get the hands-on experience using Python. And if you are intermediate and professional, it will help you to brush up your skills. Okay, so let's start. So this is today's agenda. Today I am going to cover up what is machine learning, few real-time examples of the machine learning, different types of the machine learning, and what is regression, classification, target, and features, and then we will implement it using Python. And in my upcoming video, I am going to cover up the complete regression algorithm model, how you can build a regression model or machine using Python. Okay, so stay with me. And if you are a new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe my channel so you will get a notification on time and you can watch my video and learn machine learning. So what is machine learning? If you have an idea, you can write down the definition in the comment box. Okay. So this is the what you are looking at when you are looking at the screen. This is the technical definition, but I will explain you first as a layman. What is machine learning? I will take an example of you and me. You are my student. I'm your instructor. I am providing you the content and I am also telling you these are the questions and this is the answer. You can review the topic and you will get the answers from here. Okay. So what I am doing, I am giving you the instruction, right, with the answers and complete like the information, right? And you are learning from that content. Okay. So this means I am providing you the content and you are learning from it. Once you have learned about the topics and you are good to go, you don't need my instruction in future. You will become self-sufficient and very good expert data scientist, right? So in this case, the same case you can connect with the technically machine learning. So machine is the same thing. It learns from its historical data. Okay, it learns from the historical data and then it helps us to predict the future, forecast the things. Okay, based on the how we have trained the machine and without following the explicit instructions. Explicit means like it don't need the instruction again. Okay, so same thing with you. Once you get trained with my like the coaching or content I am giving to you, you don't need be in future and you can learn yourself and you will become expert. You will come to know from where I need to pick up the data and you can crack the interview and so on. So this is the same like introduction, like the definition of machine learning. So you can read the definition on the screen and don't worry, I will share the all slides notes in the description box. If you want to review it, you can review the slides later on as well. Okay. So now we will move ahead. So what real life examples of machine learning? If you already know and except these applications which is written here on the screen, you can write down the more applications name. That will be much appreciated. Okay. So you can share about the real life examples of machine learning as well. Okay. The first one is personalized recommendation. Here we can connect with the Netflix example. If you are like a fond of watching the movies of like a thriller, devotional, when you are watching the specific category movie continuously, Netflix will start recommending you the same like the movies at the bottom, if you noticed, right? If I'm watching the devotional movie since 1 week, it will start like recommending me the devotional movies. Same with the online shopping. If we are doing the shopping on the Amazon, it will start recommending you the same things, right? Like if I'm looking for the red color purse, it will start showing me, recommending me the same, maybe other brands purse, and also the matching clothes, heels, etc. Right? So this is called recommendation system. So all everywhere is, you can see now, machine learning, right? AI. The next example is virtual assistant and chatbots. So this is the one of the very good also example. Maybe you are also using it when you are on the online shopping site, or either you are at any other website. You first now talk with the chatbots, right? They will ask you, can I help you? And you will put your question. It will try to help you, right? So this is also the machine learning is there. Next is your self-driving car and traffic predictions. This is the most common, like the real time example of the machine learning. You only need to put the destination and the path. Your car will take you at the destination. You don't need to drive. It's very easy. And traffic predictions, in like in advance, you can see the weather, traffic predictions on the Google map. It will help you to tell this area has a more traffic, this road has a more traffic. You can go from the another road, right? Healthcare and medical diagnosis. Here AI is very, very, very popular, because now the doctors also have a machine using which they do the surgeries. Okay. So here is a very like the popular surgery, that is a XAI. Okay. So you can and also the our machine learning model help to diagnose the very critical disease, that is heart attack and diabetes. Okay. Finance and fraud detection. AI is also there. When you like any fraud transaction happen, any fraud call you get from someone, so there is a machine learning. It helps the bankers and the like the bank to detect if the transaction was fraud or not. Facial recognition and security. This is another very good example. Like you are using the biometrics, right? You set up the face and your phone will open, your laptop will open. This is also AI. Gaming and AI boards, lot of games are available, right? So these are the most common examples I have shared with you. If you know more example except these examples, you can write down in the comment. Happy to see it. Okay. Now we will move ahead. Now we will talk about types of machine learning. So here on the screen, you can see there are four type of machine learning. The first one is supervised, then unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement. I am going to explain today in detail about this supervised. So supervised machine learning is further divided into two, like the type, that is the regression and classification, and we are going to like learn more about the regression today. Okay. So supervised machine learning, again I will give the example. Again, the example I have given the few seconds ago, right? If I'm giving you the content, I'm telling you the answers as well, right? So you are learning, you are doing everything under my supervision, because I'm giving you the questions as well, I'm telling you the answers as well. So same the supervised machine learning does. Or when you are under this type of machine learning, you are going to train your machine using the labels, using the labeling data. Like you are, if you are giving the picture of the apple to the machine, you are telling to the machine, this is apple. Okay. So this is the way, like how the supervised machine learning works. You, in short, as a layman, you can say everything is going to be happen under supervision. Okay. And the next one is your unsupervised. This is without label, no supervision. You are just putting the all images, like if you are giving the image of apple, banana, orange, pineapple to the machine, machine will detect automatically or itself by experience, right? Like this is a banana, this is a pineapple, this is a apple, this is a orange. Okay. Semi-supervised is another machine learning, sorry, the type of the machine learning. It is some kind of supervision is there, but not completely, but it works in the same way. Reinforcement, again, this learns from the past experience. Okay, like if you will just like let's say you have throw the data to the machine, first time it will like spend a time to learn about the data. Okay, what the output will come out of it, which is the correct prediction, right? It will keep them aside, and which is the wrong prediction, it will like work on that portion again. Okay, so it will keep train itself, or you can say machine itself. Okay, so this is a reinforcement. I'm not going very deep about it, but I will explain one by one each type of the machine learning in my upcoming videos. Okay, so now we will move ahead. So what is a supervised machine learning? As I have explained as a layman, so here is the visually you can see how it works. So if you are giving the picture of green and red color apples to the machine, this is the machine, or we also call it model, right? But you are also telling the like the model, these are the apples. Okay, so machine will predict based on these answers and the features of the apple, like its color, its shape, its price, many features of the fruit. Okay, then it will tell us it's an apple. So you are going to train the machine by giving the content or features of the apple, and you are also telling this is the feature or apple. Okay, there you can see in the picture there are two color of the apple, red and green, right? You will tell this is the based on these features. If it shows green color, then you will predict it's a green apple. If it's a red apple, you will predict the red apple. But you are providing the raw input with the labels. Okay, but this is not going to be happening unsupervised. Okay, but I will explain it later on in the upcoming video. Today we over focus only and only on the supervised. Okay, so if you have any question till so far, you can write down the comment in the comment box. Okay, now we will talk about how the actual way the machine works and how it processes the data. I'm going to share with you the whole steps. Okay, so you will have a clear vision. Even you are at a beginner level, it will help you to understand what you are going to do practically. You maybe heard too much about what is machine learning. You are very excited and curious to know, right? So it will clear your all doubts. Okay, so here we go. So this is the visual, like the visually I am showing you what is the life cycle of machine learning. The first one is you will collect the data, right? Like if you are from the marketing domain, you are from a healthcare domain, you can like assume you got the data from the your department, right? You collect the data, and then here you are, you will prepare the data for machine now, because machine is not going to take your raw data as it is. Okay, in machine learning you need to convert the data, all data, into numerical format. It's very important because it does not accept the categorical data. Okay, so under this step, this one, okay, so you are going to do everything. You are going to clean the data, you are going to transform the data, you, you are going to handle the missing values as well. Okay, everything will happen here. This is the most important part when you will reach at this level, because this part is also known as data analysis, and you are going to spend more than 80% time at this step. If this step is correct, then only your model will be perfect. Okay, so spend your as much as time, and then you will, now your data is ready, you will input to the model. Model means algorithm. Either it can be a regression model, classification model, unsupervised machine learning, other models, deep learning, your NLP. It can be any model. Okay, and then you will do the prediction here. If your prediction is correct, then you have a successful model. If it's a fail, you will go back, give the new input, and you will also again check for the, is it giving me the correct input or not. Okay, so this is the complete life cycle of the machine learning. And if you have any question, again, I'm saying you can post your comment or question under the comment box. Okay. And now we will move ahead. So supervised machine learning. The supervised machine learning is of a two type, regression and classification. Minded at a beginning, like at a beginner level, what happened? Students like forgot the difference between regression and classification. Okay. Here I would add one tip for you, but after showing you the upcoming slides. Okay. Look at this, the regression task. So regression task, or you can say regression algorithm, it predicts the only continuous number. It can be number, it can be float, it can be integer. Okay. So this, whenever I'm saying you regression means continuous number, float numbers, integers. It can be any of this category, but it cannot be categorical object type. Okay. So here you can look at this example. So this is the sale price of the house. We want to predict the sale price of the house based on these features. Features means number of columns. In technical term, we call it features. I will explain it. Okay. So here, this is the number of bedrooms, square feet area of the house, floor, waterfront, and year built. So based on that, machine need to predict the price of the house. Okay. So this is called regression problem. Again, regression only predict the continuous numbers, no category. Okay. The next one is classification algorithm or task. So classification task or algorithm only predict the categorical output or in a binary format, either 0 or 1. If you don't know what is binary, you can watch my Python playlist. You will understand. Okay, I will share the list of the Python list in description box as well. Okay, so here you can look at this example. This is the data of the cancer. Okay, so now here the few parameters or the features are given. Based on that, the machine need to predict either this is the patient is like affected with the benign or malignant. Okay, either of the one cancer. So either the machine will say 0, maybe you can define 0 as a benign or malignant as a 1. Okay, so it will say like 0 1. Okay, so there will be the binary output, but this is like output is not continuous number. This is just the binary. It will be either true, false, positive, negative, 0 1. Okay, so sometime here I would like to add my tip or recommendation. Sometimes students like forgot to understand the difference between 0 1 and continuous number. They thought maybe it is the output is 0 1, again it is coming 0 1, so it's a continuous number, right? It's a numeric output. How it can be classification? But they forgot classification only contains the two outputs. If it's a two outputs, it's a binary. If it's a more than that, then it will become multi your output. Okay, we call it here multi-classification. Now we are talking about only binary classification. Okay, so mind it, whenever you see okay output, just look at it carefully. 0 1 is also a number, but it is not belong to continuous number. Okay, second thing, you also need to focus on the goal of the data set. If I'm asking you the question, can you tell me whether the patient is like affected with the this disease A or B? So what I'm asking you, yeah, A or B, two output only, right? I'm not asking you the house sale price, right? Because house sale price will is the continuous number. You are not going to give me the answer yes or no, true, false, or in only two numbers, right? So this is the major difference between classification and regression. So this is the tip for all beginners. Like if you are looking at the classification example data set and regression, look at the target carefully. Okay. And you can also like if you need a more examples or detail, you can contact me. Okay. So this was the like difference between classification and your regression. Okay. So this is called binary classification because we are talking about two classes only, 0 and 1. If it is more than that, like maybe 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, you will say, Nija, it's again a continuous number. No, it's not continuous. Like in that form, it's a categorical data because it is defining the class number. So it will become multi-classification. Okay, because maybe the 0 number will repeat many times in your data. If you have 100 records, maybe 0 is repeating 50 times and 2 is repeating maybe 30 times, 3 is repeating 20 times, like this way. But in the house sale price, no number is going to repeat, right? It's a rare chance if you have a duplicate value all by the row. Okay. So this is the difference between classification and regression. Okay. Now we will move ahead. We will talk about the most popular machine learning libraries which we use to build a model in machine. Okay. The most popular is Scikit-learn. If you have to learn this if you are really want to be a data analyst and a data scientist. Okay. So the next one is okay, I will tell you more about it. Scikit-learn, we use it for the selection, pre-processing, feature engineering, transformation, declaring the model, train, test, split, everything. Okay. Don't worry, you will understand it because in my upcoming video, I'm going to use this library. So XGBoost, this is optimized gradient boosting for structured data. This is a very powerful library and this is we use when we have a very large data set and we want to execute our model fast because this library is very, very faster than this one. It like take less memory as well. Okay. Not this one, sorry, light GBM take a less memory. Okay. And this is for light GBM, fast, efficient, and this is we use for large data sets. Okay. And then we have a cat boost. This is for categorical feature support. Okay. Slowly in my upcoming videos, I'm going to use these libraries according to requirement. Then you will understand more. Here our goal is to just make you aware what are the most popular machine learning libraries are in the package. Okay. Stats model, very important. Without this, we can't survive. Okay. Because this is we use for statistical models and hypothesis testing. Okay. Very important. After that, now we will focus on the target and feature. So if you know what is target and feature, you can write about it in your in the comment box. So till so far you have learned what is machine number one, what is machine learning, number two, types of machine learning, number three, real time examples, number four, the regression and classification, and then the next number you have learned about the popular libraries in the machine learning. Now if you have a knowledge about all these things, the next topic is for you target and feature. Mostly students are at a beginner level, students are able to understand what is target and feature, but technically sometimes these topics bother them, okay, especially in the interview. So sometime interviewer will ask you, what is target? Can a one data set have a two target? Something like this. Okay, so this is like here, look at this picture. Here you can see, this is again the same data set. This is a highlighted area. This is not an features. We all features, you can call it matrix, and technically we denote it in machine learning when we are implementing the machine learning model. We are building a model, we denote it with the X. Okay, mind it, it is a X and it's in a always uppercase. This is not something like you cannot declare it in the small case. You can, but it will, because we have sometime other variable declaring with the small x. So it's a like by default we declare it with the capital in uppercase X. So this is called features in machine learning. In general terms, as a layman, you will say column of the sheet. Okay, there is a heading of the column. In machine learning, technically we call it features. Okay, so now if interviewer is asking you by showing you the data set, what is this? What we call these columns? So you need to use word, don't say columns, say it's a features of the data set. Okay, and so what is a like target? What you want to predict, that is called target. It come up with the only one column. Okay, here we can also say this one. So this is only the one column, so we call it vector as well sometime. Not sometime, we call it vector as well. Okay, and we denote it with the small y. Okay, so take care. This is like by default we declare features and target in this way. You can make it uppercase as well, there is a no problem. But why always denote the target? It always like symbolizes the target column. Target means what is your goal, what do you want to predict, and what you want your machine should do or predict. Okay, so this is same for classification, regression, or any kind of the algorithm. There is a no difference. Target and feature is same for all. Okay, so technically all columns are features, but if you divide it into x and y is your target, x are your features. Using these features, you are going to predict the target. Second thing, most important, we also call the target variable dependent variable as well. Why? Because the price of the house dependent on the number of bedrooms in the house, area of the house, how many floors it has, waterfront, its age, right? So target is going to be depend on the independent variables. So what are the independent variables? These one, features, X. Okay. So interviewer may confuse you or trick the question. What is the difference between target and dependent variable? What is the relation between target and independent variable? Okay, so these kind of the questions. Okay, so you need to understand the difference. So there are two technical terms we use. Number one, features, target. Number two, independent variable, dependent variable. Okay, so independent variable, if have a relationship between both of them, it may cause a big problem for your model. Okay, so this is just like a tip, but I'm not going to explain it right now because it's too early for the beginners. We will work on it in the upcoming videos. Okay, so now we will move ahead. Now it's the time to do practical. Okay, so I will click here. We will come here. I'm using the Google Colab. If you don't know what is Google Colab, again, you can go back to my previous, like the videos. That is what is the difference between Jupyter Notebook and Google Colab. So you will have a good experience. Okay. So I'm going to start like direct. Here is the dataset link I have given. Okay. And the goal of the dataset is predict the sale price of the house for the given dataset. Okay. So how you some of the code I have already written and rest of the code we will do. If you want to do it with me, then you can download the first notebook from the description box and then you can start typing the code with me. Okay. First of all, if you are a beginner, the first thing you need to do whenever you are opening the Jupyter notebook or notebook, right? Always title your notebook with the professional name. Today I'm going to do the regression algorithm. Not completely, just the half portion, just showing you to the target and features. So in this, like you need to name according to that. Okay, so it should look professional. And then you need to add the text box. This is the markdown cell. You will tell what is the data set and goal of the data set. You can write down the more information here about the features, what you are going to do with this. Okay. Now import the libraries. These are your pandas and numpy. Panda and Numpy you use for the data manipulation for calculation. Panda is used to handle the like data frame. It create the data frame, it handles the data, it clean the data, transform the data. Everything is done by your pandas. Okay, very popular library. Numpy used for to handle the array. Okay, and whenever maybe sometime you need to generate the dummy data, it's very useful at that time, and it is also used for mathematical calculations. Okay, slowly we will move on. Okay, so here in the second cell, then you will load the data set. Okay, and here I have mount the drive because I'm using my Google Drive. My data set is like sit on my drive. So now we will import the here your pandas library and download the data set. You can see I have set here pd.set option maximum like the columns 100. Okay, so I'm saying maybe my data set have a more than 100 columns, but I'm asking it to show me only the maximum column, right? Up to 100 rows, right? And then we are just setting the path of the file. This path will be different at your end. When you will download the dataset, you need to set the path. If you are working on the Google Colab, then you need to set the path like this way, but it will be your address, not mine, because mine address is different. Okay. So then you will declare the instance of pandas dot read underscore CSV. I'm passing the path variable inside it. Okay. You can also write it down directly. This is your choice, but I have passed the path. And then I'm setting the index. If you don't want to set it right now, it's okay. We can comment it. Okay. And we can run it. So it will show you here this one. So now, can you tell me what will be the features in this? What will be the like target in this data set? You can write down in the comment if you know. Okay. So this is the data set. So this is the way how we import the libraries, load the data set using pandas. And now the next one. So if you want to know how many columns in the data set, then we can use this method. Okay. So we can comment it right here. Now, description of the dataset, we can say df.info. Okay. So you can see, look at this. So how many columns we have? We have a 36 columns, right? You can see here 36 columns. So df.info is very useful method. Okay. So using this, you will also come to know how many missing value. Number one. Number two, it will tell you the total number of records in the dataset. Number three, it will show you the all data type of your all features given in the dataset. Okay. So it is doing much work for you just with the single small command. So if you want to be the expert programmer, these are the very initial level steps you should implement it, definitely. Okay. So you can see here, it is showing us 2930 entries. So over total records are 2929. Okay. So it is also telling us it's a type, it's an integer, object, float, right? So it is also like explaining about the type of the your features. Okay. Now I will like show you if you want to like display only the first 5 rows. Okay. So here we have also used this function here df.head. So I will type it here again. So df head only show the top 5 rows. Okay. But maybe you are interested to look at the top 20. Okay. At that time, you can pass here 20. Okay. It will show you the 20. But maybe you are interested to look at the data from the bottom. Okay. In that case, you can use df.tail. If you use the df.tail, by default, it will show you the 5 rows from the bottom, not from the top, from the bottom. Okay. Again, if you want to look at like a top, sorry, the 20 rows from the bottom, then you can also use here count as well. Okay, so this is very easy, but I would recommend when you are at a beginner level, try these kind of all methods. Although this is not necessary when you start the analysis portion, it is depend upon your requirement. But my recommendation is try these methods because it will be fit in your mind. Whenever you need, you can write it in a 1 second. Okay, so this is very important. So now the next step is, if you want to like maybe look at only the target, right? Or maybe you want to check the type of the data exist for the target as well. Okay. Or maybe you want to slice the data, right? So how would we slice the data frame? Here we go. DF, you can see 1 to 5. Okay. So it will show you the first 5 rows again. So it will not contain the from starting from 0. Although the data frame index will always start from 0, but it will start with the 1. Okay. So this is another way if you don't want to use the head method. Okay. Now it's a time to understand the target and features. Okay. So first of all, again, we need to separate the target and feature first so I can show you. Okay. Now we will give the heading here, target and features. So I will declare my X variable here. I will say df. I am going to use drop method. Columns is equals to, here we go. So what is our target? Sale price, this one. Okay. So I will write down this one here. So we will run it. Okay. So this is a run. Now we will print X. Look at this. So there is a no sale price now. Okay. Why? Because I only want to fetch the features, independent features, using which I can predict the price of the house, right? So here I have dropped the column sale price. Sale price is my target because I know I want to predict the sale of price of the house. Okay. So that's why we separate it, and we will denote the independent feature with the capital X. Okay. Now we will talk about the Y. Y is your target feature. So I will declare it with the Y small. We will say DF. This is the DF square bracket, and you will type here sale price. Oops, spelling mistake. Let me check, or either we can copy and paste there. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So this is ran. Now we can look at the Y. So this is your sale price. Okay. So now you have separated the independent feature and dependent feature. Okay. Independent variable, dependent variable. Target, features. Okay. So these all are technical terms you should keep in your mind. This is very important for the interview point of view as well. Okay. Now you can see here is the sale price as I told you. Under supervised machine learning, you are going to tell the machine these are the features of the house and this is the price of the house based on these features. Okay. Like if I give you one example, we will show the data only for one row. I show you. Look at this. This is the feature like Amazoning, lot frontage, alley, etc., etc. And if this is the feature of the house, the price of the house is this. Okay. So we are telling the machine, we are telling it, this is the feature, this is the number of bedrooms and other features available in this house, and this is the price. This is called supervised machine learning because everything is happened under supervision with the label data. Okay. Here, this is also called this is also like called regression task. Why? Because your target contains the continuous value only. It's not 0 1 0 1 is repeating, not 0 1 2 3 4 is again repeating. Okay, it's a continuous number, it's increasing, decreasing, right? So this is the difference between classification and regression. Again, I am just doing the recap, okay, by showing you the practical example. Okay, so this was all about today's lesson. Okay, we will continue with this same data set now in the upcoming video with the your like the building a regression model. Okay, so stay with me, keep patience, happy AI learning, and keep watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, and I will share all links of these documents in the description box. And if you have any question, feel free to contact us. Okay. Okay. The most important thing, if you want to read the article about the like your machine learning, then you can go to our blog. Okay. So you will find the many articles here. If you are at a beginner level, you are at a learning like learning the Python as well. So you will find the all articles here. Okay. So here is the Python and there is a machine learning articles as well. Okay. So now that's all for today's lesson. Okay. I will show you the now again the recap. So what did you learn today from this video? What is machine learning? Real-time application of machine learning, types of machine learning, types of supervised machine learning, and you also learned about the target and features as well, right? And in my upcoming video, you will learn how to implement regression algorithm using Python. So I'm going to use a Scikit-learn library Numpy Pandas, which we have used two of the libraries today. So benefits of learning regression in Python, if you will look at see my video, so you will like it will help you to do the accurate predictions. It's a real world example. It's an easy implementation how you can implement it. I will teach you step by step. I will also keep on giving you the tips, recommendation, and the how the interviewer can ask you. Performance optimization, foundation for AI ML. So you will like got so many benefits from a single video. Okay. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Okay. See you. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Happy AI learning, happy science data science, happy data science.